Fast X, also known as Fast and Furious 10, is an upcoming American action film directed by Louis Leterrier and written by Justin Lin and Dan Mazeau. It is the sequel to F9, 2021, serving as the 10th main installment, and the 11th feature film in the Fast and Furious franchise. The film stars Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Bridges, Jordana Brewster, John Cena, Nathalie Emmanuel, Sung Kang, Scott Eastwood, Michael Rooker, Charlize Theron, Jason Statham, Helen Mirren, Cardi B, Jason Momoa, Daniela Melchior, Brie Larson, Ritchson, and Rita Moreno. In November 2014, it was confirmed at least 3 more films in the franchise would be released following Furious 7, 2015. In October 2020, it was revealed the main series, known as the Fast Saga, would conclude with a 10th and an 11th installment, with Lin returning to direct and the main cast attached. It is the second film in the franchise not to feature Dwayne Johnson since his introduction in Fast 5, 2011. The film's official title was revealed when principal photography began in April 2022. Lin then left as director later that month, citing creative differences, although will remain as a producer, and Leterrier was hired as his replacement a week later. With an estimated production budget of $300 million, it ranks as the joint 5th most expensive film ever made. Fast X is scheduled to be released in the United States on May 19, 2023, by Universal Pictures. Cast. Further information on the characters, list of Fast and Furious characters. Vin Diesel as Dominic "Dom" Toretto, a former criminal and professional street racer who has retired and settled down with his wife, Letty, and his son, Brian Marcos. Michelle Rodriguez as Letty Ortiz, Dom's wife and a former criminal and professional street racer. Tyrese Gibson as Roman Pierce, an ex-habitual offender, expert street racer and a member of Dom's team. Ludacris Bridges as Tej Parker, a mechanic from Miami and a member of Dom's team. Jordana Brewster as Mia Toretto, Dom and Jacob's sister and a member of her oldest brother's team who has settled down with her partner, Brian O'Connor, and their 2 children. John Cena as Jacob Toretto, Dom and Mia's brother who formerly worked as a master thief, assassin, and high-performance driver, and also formerly was Mr. Nobody's rogue agent. Nathalie Emmanuel as Ramsey, a British computer hacktivist and a member of Dom's team. Sung Kang as Han Lu, a member of Dom's team who faked his death with the help of Mr. Nobody. Scott Eastwood as Little Nobody, a law enforcement agent. Michael Rooker as Buddy, an auto mechanic who was a member of Dom, Jacob, and Mia's father's pit crew. Charlize Theron as Cypher, a criminal mastermind and cyber-terrorist who is an enemy of Dom's team. Jason Statham as Deckard Shaw, a former opponent of Dom and his team, who later became a new member after saving his son. Helen Mirren as Magdalene Queenie L. Manson Shaw, the mother of Dom's former enemies Deckard and Owen. Cardi B reprises her role as Lisa from F9, 2021. Jason Momoa has been cast as a villain, while Brie Larson, Daniela Melchior, and Ritchson have been cast in undisclosed roles. Rita Moreno has been cast as the grandmother of Dom, Jacob, and Mia. Production. Development. In November 2014, Universal Pictures chairwoman Donna Langley said there would be at least 3 more films in the franchise after Furious 7, 2015. In April 2017, producer Neil H. Moritz stated that the 10th entry would serve as the finale for the franchise with Chris Morgan attached as screenwriter. In October 2017, Justin Lin entered negotiations to direct the 9th and 10th installments, after directing 4 previous entries in the series. In February 2020, Vin Diesel hinted the film could be split in 2 parts. By April 2022, a new draft of the screenplay was written by Lin and Dan Mazeau. On June 5, 2022, Tyrese Gibson announced Fast X would see the franchise going back to its roots, with reports indicating this to be a return to street racing elements of previous entries. Casting. In June 2021, Diesel revealed that Cardi B would reprise her role as Lisa in the 10th film, after the character debuted in F9, 2021. Later that month, Diesel announced the film would be split in a 2-part culmination to the franchise, with principal photography slated to begin in January 2022 and take place back-to-back. In December 2021, Dwayne Johnson ruled out returning for Fast X, and labeled an Instagram post by Diesel asking for his return as manipulation. In early 2022, Jason Momoa was cast as a villain, while Daniela Melchior, Brie Larson, and Alan Ritchson also joined the cast. Filming. Principal photography began on April 21, 2022, with the film's title being revealed and Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Bridges, Jordana Brewster, Nathalie Emmanuel, Sung Kang, and Charlize Theron confirmed to reprise their roles. According to Diesel, an earlier draft excluded Brewster's character, which he overturned. The next day, Michael Rooker was confirmed to reprise his role as Buddy from F9. The film's production budget is reported to be $300 million, with over $100 million going towards the cast's salaries, including a reported $20 million to be paid to Diesel. A week after filming commenced, Lin exited the film as director due to creative differences, leaving primary production stalled. However, Lin will remain on board as a producer. Later reports alleged that Lin clashed on set with Diesel, who purportedly arrived out of shape, was often late, and did not remember his lines. Lin was also upset with rewrites to his screenplay, as well as changing filming locations and one of the film's villains having yet to be cast. A disagreement with Diesel reportedly escalated to the point it caused Lin to shout, "This movie is not worth my mental health." Second unit production remained ongoing in the United Kingdom while the studio sought for a replacement director. Universal Pictures reportedly spent $1 million a day to keep production paused. Fast and Furious directors Gary Gray and David Leitch, who previously directed The Fate of the Furious, 2017, and Fast and Furious Presents, Hobbs and Shaw, 2019, respectively, were considered by the studio to replace Lin, however neither were likely to step in due to their commitments with Lift and Fall Guy respectively. Furious 7 director James Wan, who was once considered to direct The Fate of the Furious but declined due to his straining experience on Furious 7, was also considered a viable option, but was tied with commitments to Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, 2023. Variety reported hiring an A-list director was not probable without drastic changes to the screenplay, and Universal would likely turn to a second unit director, well-versed in big-budget action films. On May 2, 2022, Louis Leterrier was announced as Lin's replacement. Leterrier already had an established relationship with the studio, having previously directed The Incredible Hulk, 2008, and began filming in London after scheduling and contractual considerations were confirmed. Filming locations included Rome. Momoa began shooting his scenes on May 16, 2022. Like previous installments, Diesel supervised the writing and design of the film's action sequences. According to unnamed sources to The Hollywood Reporter, Diesel's creative control and frequent last-minute changes reflect a process, which is like a mosaic that doesn't stop moving, labeling him demanding and a perfectionist. On June 27, 2022, it was reported fastx would see the return of the fan-favorite orange and black veil-side Mazda RX-7 FD Fortune, which was first featured in The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, 2006. On July 22, 2022, in an interview with Deadline Hollywood while at San Diego Comic-Con, Rodriguez announced she had completed filming her scenes and said, "Only 4 or 5 weeks are left in production." Marketing. Parts of fastx previewed at Cena Europe in Barcelona in June 2022, including a first look at Jason Momoa and Brie Larson. Speaking of the film, Universal Pictures International President of Distribution Veronica Kwan Vandenberg stated the studio's drive was to continue to cater to the diverse tastes seen from the franchise. Release. Fastx is scheduled to be released on May 19, 2023, in the United States. In February 2016, Diesel announced initial release dates for the 9th and 10th films, with the 10th film initially set to be released on April 2, 2021. After F9 was delayed to the 10th film's release date due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the 10th film's release date was delayed indefinitely. In June 2021, Diesel announced a targeted release date of February 2023. That August, the film was officially announced to be released on April 7, 2023. In December, the film was pushed back to the May 2023 date.